Welcome, Jamilia. Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for showing up. I know it's Saturday and it could really be a busy day at your end, but you still chose to show up. We truly, truly appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to go right into the training. Today is more or less like an onboarding session. I want you to understand why you are here, what it is for, how important it is, and why you registered for it. How it can be a change. It can bring a great change to your life and to the way you see things and make money as well. So thank you so much for being part of this today. We truly, truly appreciate you. So I'm going to begin by sharing my screen, and I hope you can see. Can you see my screen? Please confirm you can see my screen. Okay, I see that you can see my screen. Okay, I'm going to hide this right away as we start. Okay, so today I just want to take us through the onboarding session. Let's know what it is we came here for, what you registered for, and I want you to be fully part of it. Feel free to really just participate. Okay. So today we are just onboarding into what Draws and Pearls Ladies is about. So today is our onboarding session. I'm hoping you can see my screen. I'm hoping you can. If you can't see, please mention in the chat and we'll take it from there. We'll see what we can do to help you see my screen. So this is Draws and Pearls Ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And this is our digital and vocational skill onboarding session. Our mandate for this year is to empower 1,000 women and youths in vocational and digital skills. And I know that's quite a tall order, but we know with God all things are possible. So welcome everyone to the onboarding session. This is just a warm welcome, just to say thank you for joining. We appreciate you for trusting us with your time and with your energy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's our joy. So we are welcoming you. It's our joy to have you here. And we believe that the skills you will learn here would empower you to make money, to earn in this economy by God's grace. Okay. So now, who are we? Why are we right before your face today? My name is Blessing Eloho Owama, and I'm the founder, by the grace of God, of Draws and Pearls Ladies, which is a non-governmental organization which is poised to help young people and women, prepare them for the future. We started some years back, over 10 years now, like 17, 18 years now of doing this in different ways, because we've not always been empowering women in terms of skills, but we empower them in other areas before now. We've had programs to campuses and all that. But this year we have a clear mandate to train 1,000 women and youths. And we are glad that you are part of this story. Okay, what's our vision? Our vision is to prepare young ladies and women for the future of work, for the future of career, for the future of destiny. And so we are so grateful that you are here today, and we believe that there's so much God can do with your participating in this class. Okay, we also have our mission. Our mission is to fulfill this vision, preparing young ladies and women for the future through outreaches, through online programs, through books, through courses, through all the things we do, empowerment programs, social media posts, all the things we do to make sure that women and girls are prepared for the future, not just physically prepared, but prepared mentally, prepared financially, prepared in other areas, so that when they get to their future, they are not stranded like, what am I doing here? So it's so important that we know our roles and be able to fit in perfectly when it's time for us to do that. Okay, so our part is to prepare. In line with that, we'll be preparing young ladies and women in this training for the future of work, career, and all of that, but this time with digital and vocational skills. digital and vocational skills. When we opened up the portal and said people should register, we had different skills mentioned there. One of them is digital marketing. Another one is hat making. Another one is bead making, bag making. So I'm going to talk a bit more about the trainings and those people who decided to go for different things. We'll give you more information as the time goes on. Okay. So meet your trainer. I'll be training on digital marketing. And you may be asking, what does this young lady have to do with digital marketing? So let me let you know that I've done a bit of it in terms of virtual assistant. I've been a virtual assistant to a very busy CEO, CEO slash, she used to also work in CAP PLC, and she was an executive director in CAP PLC, and I was a CEO, and I was a virtual assistant. So I worked with her for about a year. I worked in that role with her for about a year. So I have experience doing virtual assistants, organizing programs. I did a lot working with that great woman of God. I did a lot working with her. She had both commercial and ministry outfit. Yes, I was the virtual assistant for her ministry outfit, but also there were a lot of corporate roles, even in that role I played with her. And it really grew my expertise. And it made me understand that you can sit at home and earn money. I think that was my very first working from home experience. And that was in 2023 or 2002 into 2023. Yeah, 2002 into 2020, or 2022 rather, 22 into 23. So I met her on a platform that I was in. And we got talking. I reached out personally. We got talking, and she said, "Oh, out of all the people, I want someone to be my PA." So she put out an information. I said, "You know what? Just apply." So we are many, and we applied. And she just picked me and said, "I want to work with you," and we began to work. Why I'm bringing that out is because I had just left my formal job, and my formal job then was paying me. It was a very busy role, but it was paying me about 100,000. That was in 2022. It was paying me about 100,000. And that role was a very busy role. In fact, I used to sit on 3 different seats. It was a university. I used to sit in 3 different roles, active roles that demanded my attention, my time. So I work Monday to Fridays. Sometimes I go to work on Saturdays, and nearly every Sunday I was also at work, because part of my work was to be a chaplain for the university. So I was sitting on different roles: student affairs, chaplain, counselor. At some point, my role was moved to council admin, moved to still doing my other role. So it was a very busy role. But even though I went to work Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturday, and most times Sunday, my pay was about 100,000. So when I worked with this woman, that's why I'm taking my time to explain. When I worked with this woman, I discovered that I could stay at home and do virtual assistance for her and earn that same 100,000. When I was working with that organization, that university, when I even get my salary, by the time they deduct all the deductibles, I'm left with 99,000 something, because my salary was about 114, yeah, about. But what comes to me is 99,000 something. And then I got into this role, working with this woman as a virtual assistant, sitting at home while working on my PhD, because I was working on my PhD, my second year in my PhD work. Sitting with this woman just at home, she would just say, "Okay, Blessing, prepare this for me, handle this meeting, set up this meeting for me, reach out to this person." Everything or most things I worked with her on were online right from my home. And she was paying me the same 100,000. Then I thought within my mind, 100,000 going to the office, buying fuel in my car, sitting at the desk, students with me, which I absolutely loved the job anyway. But I realized that what I was earning there, by the time I removed my fuel money, some basic needs I needed to go to work with, I was left with very little, maybe like 70 or 60 or thereabouts. compared to this one, I'm at home, I'm not paying transport fare, and they were paying me 100,000 quietly. And I said, wow, so there's something here. So this thing about online job is true. So that really opened my mind up. That completely opened my mind up. So I started from virtual assistant. From there, I began to learn skills. When I saw that this is possible, I saw a post about someone, Bees with Eyes. Someone had learned from teaching people online how to, she is not just was, she still is a crusader for working from home, so I went to her, registered for her course, paid for it, and began. I started with admin, learned how to do admin jobs online, and it also empowered my work with this executive I was working with to be a better virtual assistant. From there, I began to practice more. And with this person, she even gave me a job. The person I was learning under, she saw that I was good with admin, and she even gave me a job to be a community manager for her community. So I began to earn from her as well. And then over time, I learned again from her tech, because there's admin. She used to teach three areas: admin, tech, and business. And then I learned tech from her, and she also put me in charge of more, right? More work for her. So what am I trying to say with all this I'm saying is that you can work from home and earn a whole lot of money. I have done this work from home, and I was earning from this coach that taught me 100,000. I was managing on that person's social media page, 180,000. I was doing all this, and I could be getting up to about 300,000 a month right from the comfort of my home. And that's just really peanuts when it comes to the opportunities and possibilities of what you can learn and you can get from earning at home. That's peanuts. And so I want to challenge everybody on this call, even though you're going to watch this later. Challenge yourself that there's more you can do. More can come out of a skill. Once you learn the skill, a whole lot more can come out of your skill. So I'm challenging you today. Don't stop at that and say, oh, I'm just good with this. Learn skills in that area. And I'm glad you are here today. Learn skills in that area and do very well working from home. It will not disturb anything. As in the morning, you can, as then my children were still at home. Now they are all in boarding school. But then, even when one or two of them were still at home, I could prepare them for school. They go to school, and once they've gone, I just sit at my computer or sit with my phone. In fact, that time I even worked more with my phone. Sit with my phone and schedule meetings, and do posts for different platforms. For the lady I was working with, that lady, she had like 4 WhatsApp platforms. I was to post something every day, design it, post it. And then later she said, okay, add LinkedIn. I added LinkedIn. She said, add Facebook. I added, Instagram. I added an Instagram platform. And before you know, just sending posts for her on these different platforms, money was coming. Every month I get a salary quietly from the comfort of my home. What am I telling you? It is possible. It is possible. So don't look down on digital skills. It is possible. Don't say, oh, it's just one of those things. No, it's something that you can actually earn from quietly from the comfort of your home. I met someone or saw someone online who earns $3,000 in Nigeria here, quietly from social media management. She just manages for two people. She manages for two people. Two people. She said just two clients she has, and they pay her $1,500 each. And this is not a lie. It happens. If you grow in this work, you get so good and you understand what it is like. You'll be surprised how much you can earn quietly from home. You don't need to jump up and down. Doesn't mean going to an office job is bad, no. But there are certain seasons in your life where you have to be home. Maybe children are still young, or you have an assignment, a divine calling, and you need to nurture that. You may have to do something that will earn money right while you are doing that. That will not disturb that thing you are doing at that time, right? And that's one of the things learning a skill can do for you. You can earn at your convenience. You can earn at your convenience. So again, I truly, truly celebrate you for being here today. I trust that you will learn something in these 5 weeks of training, because I want to have, the duration is 5 weeks of training and 1 week for your assessment. That in these 5 weeks of training, you will learn something that will make you earn well, that will make you earn well beyond what people have been saying. You are able to earn good money, and you are not afraid nor ashamed to say, I work from home. Now, sometimes people tell me, oh, where do you work? I say, I work from home. And some people wonder, what does that mean? Me, I just smile. If you want further clarification, I will explain. But the truth is that I actually work from home. And I truly desire that for women and for youths. You can be a student and you're working from home. There are lots of students that earn from home, as in they go to class, but after going to class or before they get to class, they've scheduled posts to go out for 2, 3 different platforms. And at the end of the month, they are earning 400, 500,000. Even as a student, it is possible. It is, I've seen it happen, so I know that it is possible. So I'll be teaching you on digital marketing skills. We're going to cover all the skills needed for social media management. So we'll learn about Canva, we'll learn about how to post, we'll learn about Reels, we'll learn about all those things. And there are also a few things. In fact, for Canva, we're going to have at least 2 classes. I want to teach you the intricacies of Canva. For example, this presentation I'm using today, I made it from Canva, and you can easily make it. So I want you to learn skills that you can easily proffer to anybody and you get paid. So that's what, by the grace of God, we are going to learn in digital marketing in this class. We don't want you to just learn and say, oh, I know how to do this. No, know how to do this and know how to earn from it. So little skills here and there that you can tell somebody. Maybe someone just says, maybe you've joined a meeting, for example, and the meeting is noisy, right? You can just send a private message to the host of the meeting and say, hey, ma, I can help you manage this meeting. That's my job. I can help you manage this meeting, maybe for 10,000 naira, for 20,000, 50, whatever is your choice. And you can send her a private message. I should say, oh, how? Make me a co-host. And you enter as a co-host and you manage that meeting and you get paid. And you get paid as easy as that. So I'm going to be teaching you how to manage meetings on different platforms. That's also a very important skill, because some coaches, some people that train on different things, they struggle. So you can intern and tell people and say, hey, I manage meetings, so I can help you manage your meetings, right? And get paid for it. So in this 5 weeks, we're going to be teaching you things in digital marketing that can make you, or skills in digital marketing that can make you money quickly, quietly, and just make you earn. That's our goal, to help you earn. I'll also be teaching bid making for those that registered for bid making. I'll also be teaching bid making in this class as well. I learned bid making for the first time during my NYSC. So when we went for NYSC, I joined MDGs, did MDGs for that period. I also joined bid making. So those were the 2 things I learned during NYSC. And since that time I learned bid making, I never left. I just fell in love with it, and after then I've done several trainings, learned from different people, and by the grace of God, I have made quite a lot of bids since then, and I sell them. Some I give for free. Maybe I want to bless a mentor. I give for free, or someone I just want to be a blessing to. But some I just make and I sell. And I sell for people here. People buy and send my beads to all over the world as well. So these are things you can just learn, and from the comfort of your home, you can just make it and sell it and earn money from it. So I'll be taking digital marketing class and the bids class. There'll be more information on it soon. We also have Adenike Ifelaja. This is a friend of mine, and she'll be taking art and fascinator making. She's quite good at it. I've seen her make. In fact, when I was telling her that, hey, can you handle this class for me? She just sent a video, and in that video, showing how you can make a heart, a fascinator, in like, let's say 10, 15 minutes, you've put it together. She'll just say, okay, this is how you do it, this is how you fold it, this is how you can do it this way. And in 10, 15 minutes, that fascinator can be ready. So we are going to also be learning for those that registered for fascinator making. This is your trainer. She's going to be training you on fascinator making. She's also a bead maker as well. In my bead making journey, we met, even though we attend the same church. In my bead making journey, we met somewhere and we discovered that she too also is a bead maker, and we've trained severally under another teacher, a bead maker, a teacher. So she's quite good at bead making as well. But she'll basically be taking heart and fascinator making in this class. We also have Rhoda Abraham. Rhoda Abraham is a fashion designer. She's a young lady as well. She's a fashion designer. She has experience in fashion design and she does really, really beautiful styles. So I'll also be, for those doing fashion design, I think we just have just one person. And because that person is from Taraba State, I wouldn't want to disappoint you. So by all means, I want to make sure by God's grace that Rhoda takes your class. And Rhoda is quite good. If you listen, if you follow, ask questions, you'll be surprised how far you can go when Rhoda trains you. Okay. So I look forward to the lady from Taraba learning from Rhoda, the fashion designer, as well. Okay, so now let's talk about the skills available in this training. Okay, I said digital marketing is definitely available. Digital marketing is available, and a huge percentage, 61.9%, actually registered, right, for digital marketing rather. 61 point, that's more than half of the class wants to learn digital marketing. So we are going to go all out by God's grace. And the classes for digital marketing will hold on Mondays and Thursdays. On Mondays and Thursdays. I was going to make it 12 noon, but I'm not sure that time will be convenient for everyone. So we're going to have a poll in the WhatsApp group. We are going to do a poll and choose between 12 and 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. thereabout what time works for you, because it's important you attend classes and you can ask questions. The aim is not just for us to run a class. No, it's important you attend class. It's important you are in class so you can learn anything you need to learn. So classes for digital marketing rather, is for Mondays and Thursdays. We'll decide the time on the WhatsApp group. So you'd have to choose, because it's important. I would like you to be in class, not just watch the replay. Yes, the replay for every class, even this onboarding session, will be available, but it's important to me that you are in class so that you can ask questions, you can learn. Number two, the second skill we'll be learning is bead making. We have 9.52% of people register for it. So we are going to have the class once a week, and that's on Tuesdays. Bead making we hold on Tuesdays. The fascinator making it will hold on Wednesdays. Fascinator making will hold on Wednesdays. And fashion design, the fashion design class will hold on Thursdays or Fridays. Your teacher is yet to decide when. So Thursdays or Fridays. Just keep your fingers crossed, particularly the lady from Taraba. Don't worry, she's going to take your class and she will take it well. Now, there are other skills people put in for and they wanted to learn. For example, someone wants to learn catering and baking. So another person wants to learn soap making. Another person wants to learn bag making. Now, for these three skills, particularly, I took time to look at the data that we had before us. For these three skills, I would say that because the people that registered for them live in Lagos, we have a physical training. There's a physical training I'm aware of that's starting this month of February. I think it's starting next week, not this coming week, next week, upper week. I'll put the details in the group. I would want you to register for it. I want you to, if you are not amongst this first four, if your skill I've mentioned is not among these first four, it's not digital marketing, it's not bead making, it's not fascinator making, it's not fashion design, not to worry, you will still learn them, right? So I'm going to point you to the physical class holding in Lagos, somewhere around Sabo Yaba, somewhere around Sabo. I know those trainers are quite good. I've also trained with those people years ago and recently last year, February. So I know those people are quite good. So I'll recommend that for the lady that wants to learn soap making, the lady that wants to learn bag making, and the lady that wants to learn catering and baking. But that does not mean you should leave the group. No need to leave the group. I would also be sending to you other links for you to watch practical sessions of making those things you want to learn. There are a few contacts we have that can help you learn even more. Because when you are in these classes and you're learning something, it's also good you do your research and learn more, concretize what it is you are learning. And that's what we are going to do. So that will be it for the skills. We are offering 4 major skills, and the others will be pointing you to a physical class, particularly if you live in Lagos. If you don't live in Lagos, just reach out to me. We'll see what we can do for you, okay? And you are not among the skills you want to learn, it's not among the 4, okay? So thank you so much. Now let's go to something that is very important to me, mindset change. As you have registered for this class, it's important, number one, that you choose to learn it well. Don't just be that student that is just hanging out. Let it just be I'm learning something. No, take it very seriously. Take it seriously. Learn it well. Ask questions. Engage your teacher. Don't just say, oh, I don't know what they are doing. Let me just be there. No. Be a active participant in your class, right? If you don't understand something, ask your teacher to go over it again, right? So that you understand it. Because once you understand something, nobody can take it away from you. So it's so important that you understand. It's important to us that you understand. So learn the skills very well. For those in digital marketing, I'm not just going to use my laptop to teach. I'm also going to find a way to use my phone to teach, because all these skills I'll be teaching you, by the grace of God, you can do them on your phone as well. It must not be a laptop. For most of them, it must not be a laptop. You can do them with your phone. You can do about anything with your phone. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching you that. So please ask questions. Learn the skills very, very well. Number 2, I also want to encourage you that you practice voraciously. If we teach you something in class, that's why for every class there will be homework. For every class you take on this platform, there will be an homework, because we want you to learn it in such a way that you can reproduce it. Not that, oh, I attended class today, shall they taught well, our teacher tried. No, I want you to be able to reproduce it. So those in fashion design, if they teach you a knicker, I would like to see a knicker. You sewing a knicker. If you don't have a machine with you, there's needle and thread. I would like you to reproduce it. For those in fashion design and for those in fascinator making, I want to see a fascinator you made. So anything they are teaching you, practice. Anything whatsoever. Digital marketing, as we are teaching you designs, I'm expecting your design before the next class. You must practice, because we are not just coming here to mark that, oh, I attended the training this year. No, you must practice. A mindset change of practice. Practice, 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 and get so good at it that nobody can take it away from you. Get so good at it that people are willing to pay you heavily for it. They are not afraid to pay you because they know that you know what you are doing. Okay? So practice voraciously, whether it's bead making. As I teach you bead making, I will expect to see a bead on your neck or showing me one you have done, or a picture of something you have done. So practice. Don't just sit in the classes. Please practice. Okay? Because here we are here to see positive change. Okay? Then number 3, another mindset change you must have for these classes is that shyness and money making don't go together. That's some of the things, or that's one statement I know it was inspired by the Holy Spirit. When I taught a class in November, I said shyness and money making doesn't go together. If you are going to be shy, it'll be difficult for you to make money. If you want to make money, you have to drop shyness. So in this class, as you learn these skills, in fact, as you are learning, be practicing and be pushing it out on your social media and saying, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. That's how you increase your muscle to do more than you have always done. Okay, so practice, because shyness and making money, they don't go together. So choose to drop shyness and make money. Choose to drop shyness and make money. Also, I want to encourage every one of us, have a champion mindset. as you sit in your classes, don't have a mindset of I can't do this or it's too difficult. No, don't have that kind of mindset. Have a mindset of I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. You can do all things, all things, all things. You can. You can. It may look like, oh, I've never done a design in my life. I've never held a computer. I don't know how to operate this. Don't worry. Just tell yourself, I can do it. I want you to have a can do mentality as we go on this training. I can do it. It's not meant for some special people. No, you can do it. Okay, so that's very, very important, because if you have a can do mentality, what happens is that you give it your very best. You will give it your very best and you keep pushing. You may not get it the first time, but you'll be resilient enough to come back again, to try it again, to keep pushing till you get it. So I want you to tell yourself you can do it. Have a champion mindset. So we are now in Q&A. So tell me, Q&A, we are now in Q&A. Tell me quickly, do you have any questions for me? Any questions? Any questions for me? Any questions? Not sure I can see the chat. Any questions for me? You can unmute or you can send it to the chat. Do you have any questions? I can take questions now. If you have any questions for me, you can quickly mention, because this is not a 1 hour onboarding session, no. It's just a quick onboarding session for you to know what you are in for and be ready for it in the days to come. Okay, any question for me? Okay, I see there is no question. Or do we have any question? Maybe there is in the chat. I have not seen.
No question on the chat.
Okay, I haven't seen. Okay. So let's have your question, please. Okay.
Okay, good evening, ma.
Good evening,
everybody. My name is Jamila. So while I was going through the flyer, I don't know if I saw digital marketing. So I wrote I wanted to learn fascinator. But now that I came to the class and you say you do digital marketing and bid making, I sort of have interest in it. So I think I dropped a question on the chat. I don't know if you saw it.
Okay.
I was like, can I do more than one skill?
Possible.
Yes,
I would say you can.
skill.
Would you have the time? Would be my question.
But it depends on the time. At least I can create time. I'm a tailor, so I sew from home.
Okay.
So I can create times.
Okay. If you want to learn more than one, it's up to you. But like I said, time would matter. If you have the time for it, why not? If you have the time for it, of course, why not?
Okay.
We won't restrict you. But if you have the time, because knowing that for every class you learn, there's assignments. Would you have time to deliver on all the assignments? If you are joining 3 classes, you are joining 2 classes, you have to deliver on assignments for each of those classes. And because you are in more classes, will not exempt you. That's what I mean. So as long as you are ready to do your assignments for them, that's fine. Yes. That's fine.
Okay, ma. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Any other question before we go? It's good to see Mrs. Ayani. Good evening, ma'am. Okay. If there's no other question, we will be ending here because I don't want it to be a long session. It's just an onboarding session for you to know how it's going to run. Like I said, it's a class for 5 weeks of class, 1 week of assessment or exam. We call it assessment, but also call it exam. So 5 weeks of class and 1 week for assessment. So by the end of the 6th week, you know that you are ready to earn. In fact, before the end of the training, I expect you to be able to reach out to people and say, I can do this for you. I can do this for you. And you begin to earn before the end of your training. Remember, shyness and making money, they don't go together. Okay, so make that decision and begin to earn as soon as you learn the skills, that profitable, that you prefer. Okay, So thank you so much, everyone. And perhaps if anyone is asking, do I want to change the skill I registered for? It's fine. You can also change. Just let us know in time. The timetable we put on the platform tomorrow. The timetable for each of the classes we put on the platform tomorrow. So be on the lookout. And if perhaps a friend of yours wants to join, this is the week to join. If anybody that doesn't join this week, in the next 1 week, cannot join again, because we want them to really understand what it is we are teaching and be able to we can vouch for them and say this person, we can recommend them and say this person can handle your social media page because we know they have learned. We want to encourage everyone. If there's someone you feel should learn this, send a link to them this week. Let them learn this week, okay? So thank you everyone for joining. God bless you. We are so grateful to having you. We look forward to seeing you in class. Class starts officially on Monday. So be part of it and let's see how you grow and begin to earn. Thank you so much, everyone.